Hi friends! Top Football Channel is here to continue with your requested topics. Our last episode on football players who cheated on their wives clearly caught your attention. And in just a few days, you've repeatedly asked us to release a sequel. So, that's exactly what we're going to do today. But before watching, we again note that we have decided to skip the famous stories of John Terry, Ryan Giggs, and Mauro Icardi to make our episodes a little less predictable. Subscribe to the channel and give a like to this video. Now, let's get down to business. Top 5 Cheating Football Players, Part 2. Chelsea defender Ashley Cole has achieved a lot in football, but trophies weren't his only passion. The English fullback is very fond of female attention, and it seems that his marriage with British singer and model Cheryl Tweedy had become a little bit too difficult for him to handle. Cheryl was often recognised as a favourite of the British public as well as a style icon, and even though she was so famous in England, this was not enough for Cole. A few years into their marriage, stylist Amy Walton talked about her intimate relationship with Ashley. Then the model Brooke Healy told about her own experience. The football player got himself into trouble and a scandal erupted in newspapers. Naturally, Cheryl did not expect such a betrayal from her husband and even stopped wearing a wedding ring for a while. Later on, she cooled down a bit and still forgave her husband. But then, new rumours appeared that Cole had slept with 5 more women. Then, his wife's patience finally snapped, and the couple divorced. Ashley lost the beautiful Cheryl and earned himself the status of an unpleasant guy and a bit of a love rat. This is why the former Arsenal and Chelsea player is never spoken of in the same respectful tone as many other legends of the English game. Although, for many years Cole was really considered the best in the world at left back. Right-back defenders are no less prone to treachery. Kyle Walker from Manchester City also had a hard time controlling his emotional urges. Despite the fact the football player was in the midst of an 11-year marriage with model Annie Kilner and had raised 3 sons with her, he wanted the thrill of an affair with TV presenter Laura Brown. Inevitably, his secret was revealed, and in February 2020, Kilner refused to forgive Walker for his actions. After a couple of months, the Man City defender only worsened his situation. He was caught taking part in a sex orgy during a lockdown, but decided to fix it by recording an inspiring video about the importance of quarantine during the coronavirus pandemic. However, Kyle failed to fool the football community, who lashed out at him with a stream of harsh criticism. Eventually, the story was put aside, but in any case, Walker's marriage is ruined forever. Thierry Henry is a legend of London Arsenal and the English Premier League. A football icon for France and generally recognised as an upstanding professional in the game. However, deep down Thierry is just an ordinary person with simple weaknesses in terms of his craving for women. Since 2003, Henry had been married to British model Claire Mary and was considered an exemplary family guy until he was caught. In 2007, Thierry moved from Arsenal to Barcelona and almost immediately was caught cheating with the Swedish makeup artist Sadie Hewlett. The marriage with Claire immediately fell apart, but for Henry this story did not end as easily as he expected, since his wife sued him for £10 million. The player lost a lot of money and soon forgot about his side romance, switching to the Bosnian model Andrea Radjasic, who gave birth to his son Tristan. Thierry's relationship with this girl continues to this day, and it seems that in this case he finally found the girl with the qualities he was looking for. Not many of you will remember this guy, but somewhere between 10 or 15 years ago, it was very interesting to watch Royston Drenthe perform. Once, there was a very bright jump in the career of this midfielder. He established himself at Feyenoord and moved to Real Madrid in 2007. So we witnessed a rise from the Eredivisie that we rarely see nowadays. Despite that, Royston was overwhelmed by fame too quickly. At Real, he didn't play very often, but his presence in the Royal Club filled Drenthe with strange show-off moves. Frequent parties, expensive watches, luxurious cars, problems with the police, and betrayal. That was what the midfielder had in the first place in those days. The Dutchman could not resist the temptation and decided to cheat on his wife Daisy with Playboy model Malena Garcia. Moreover, at this time, his wife was pregnant with their second child. Karma got to work, and after a couple of years, Drenthe lost his popularity and career prospects. Real Madrid sent him on constant loans, and they finally sold the player. Since 2013, Royston has changed team 8 times, but did not even participate in 50 matches in any of them. At 34, the guy still has nothing to offer the football game or to the bright girls, as his short fame is now far behind. Now we're down to one of the most bustling stories of the past year, which started in Russia, but even reached the Western European media. In 2020, a shocking video appeared on the network showing how the striker of Zenit St. Petersburg and the Russian national team, Artyom Dzyuba, was touching himself. The video spread throughout the country, and the footballer had to close his social network accounts so as to not hear the insults from millions of people. Crazy amount of resonance was caused by the fact that the video was intended for his mistress, Instagram blogger Natalia Veritenikova, who leaked the exposing material. Of course, there was a negative reaction from Dzyuba's wife, Kristina. The girl did not tolerate her husband's shame and was going to file for divorce. Now, as time passed, the scandal was slowly losing its relevance. In the end, Artyom miraculously managed to save the marriage. Kristina forgave him, and about a week ago, she and Artyom became parents for the third time. It is not known what sort of words Dzubinyo found to resolve this conflict, but those who find themselves in similar situations should clearly take a couple of lessons from this lad. All jokes aside, the forward really does know how to take a punch, even after such difficult events in his personal life. This season, Dzyuba won the Premier League with Zenit and the Golden Boot in the National League of Russia. We will soon be able to watch the Russian player performing at the Euros. For him, that would be another serious opportunity to cover up his intimate failures with significant sporting success. And friends, this is where our release ends. We hope you enjoyed part 2 as much as the first part. Be sure to subscribe to the Top Football channel and wait for new and interesting content. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.